I record the session and I put it somewhere in a page on my website. And for some reason, I'm redesigning that website, and I took down some of the previous videos that were there before. But because of space, actually, my space, I don't have a lot of space. So I'm trying to see if I can utilize YouTube Cloud to like store those videos and then bring them here. But I will share the link once I upload yesterday's video and today in the group. So if you want to go back and watch the previous classes, you can, okay? So it's normally going to be here, and there's a password to the page. I will share the password also in the link. Okay, so let's get straight to today. Now, yesterday we covered a lot. Okay, just trying to understand the Tableau interface, data type, and so on. We said a lot, but if you don't quite grasp everything yesterday, don't worry. As we work in different projects, all of this will come together in one place, okay? They'll come together. So without wasting any further time, let's get into our data. I kind of prepare something simple. Let's assume that having this data in our database, okay, your manager or your portfolio manager or your director or whoever you're working with or the users, okay, created a requirement for you to say, okay, look at this data here. We have some reporting need, okay, or some report requirements. And they said they gave you this, okay? Now, in the real life, they use project tracking application such as Jira. Some use Monday.com, some use ServiceNow. So Jira is nothing but a ticketing where they like as create tickets for different projects, for different issues, and they can assign that ticket to you to say, okay, we have this need. Go look at this Jira ticket number and just do what they listed there, okay? So if you log into your Jira ticket, all you have to do is review your work and then drag your work into like in progress or reviewing. What I'm going to do, I might create an account with Jira. I think I have one. I don't remember, to show us in class how Jira work. Okay, Jira is, you're not going to be doing anything in Jira, but like creating tickets or keeping track of what you're working on. Okay, that's what it is. But for now, this is just our requirement. Okay, so our requirement says creates salary distribution reports. Okay, so with this, you know that you can call your report this name, salary distribution report. And if that's not what the users want to call it, they will tell you. But a lot of time you have to come up with your own kind of name that kind of describe the data or the report that you're working on, okay? Now, what do the user want to see in this requirement? They want to see salary by employment type, salary by experience type, salary by company size. They also want to see salary and percent of total of salary by job title, okay? And they need some filters in the report. The filters will help them drill down or limit the data or dissect the report the way they want or the way they want to like create their own analysis. And below here, they says, would be nice to have is, they say this would be nice to have KPIs. Now, in real life, I utilize KPIs a lot. KPI here means key performance indicators. Okay, that's just what it means. It's like something that catches the eye of the users of the report. For example, sales. They want to see what is our sales, 1 million. What is our profit, 300,000. Those words that just catch their attention and draw their attention to the report. So they want some KPIs in this, and they are listing the type of KPIs they would like to see or would be nice to have in the report. Total salaries, total employee, total locations, and total job position. So they want to know how many job positions are being filled, or how many job positions they paid with this salary. So let's go straight into this report. For the newbies, please don't do anything yet, just watch. The reason why I want to show you, so you understand the process from start to finish. You have your time to do this, okay? I'm going to take at least like 30 minutes to just create this, and then you have all of the day and Thursday to create your own dashboard. But for the sake of you understanding, taking the report from scratch and taking your report into production, I just want you to watch and understand this process, okay? But if you have any question, please stop me in between and and ask question, okay? And for the OBs, if you have any contribution or how you feel we can do it better, please go ahead and share your thoughts. So I'm going to connect to this data right now. I'm using Tableau Public because you are using Tableau Public. I'm not going to use the enterprise, so I don't confuse you much for now. So I'm going to connect to that data, which is test file. So I'm going to click on here. I'll look for my file. This is where I saved it, and open. Okay, I won't worry about anything here. So I'm just going to, once you connect your data, you can go straight to your sheet one. Okay. So sheet here is where I want to start creating my reports. So here, I know that this work here, even though Tableau is taking it as a measure, it actually a dimension, but because it's a number, Tableau is confused. It doesn't know what to make of it. So I'm just going to go here and make this a string. Okay, I want to use this as a string. Okay, I think I'm ready right now, but I have an issue here. The request says they want to see salary, okay? But if I look at my dimension here, I can see salary and salary in USD. So which of the salary are the users referring to? But before I go back to the users and ask questions or to try to clarify this, I want to look at the data myself to see what's going on. So I can just go back to the database, or if do it at Tableau level, but I'll just go back to the database, for example. Here you can see this column here that says currency, and you can see salary in USD. And where is the other? Okay, and this is salary here. So you can see that this salary here was paid in euro. And here, salary in USD. So salary here in USD show 79,000. But if you look at this one that have salary USD, for example, this row here, it says 260,000. Here it says 260,000. So
sorry, please excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know if any person have a link to the Zoom. Like on the chat, WhatsApp, somebody is asking for the link.
And what is that?
On the BI training chat group.
I sent it to him already. He's a guy that's supposed to join from. Let him drop his. I sent him already. So now I can easily tell that this salary column here are just the salary they paid in different currency, Euro, USD, in pounds. And this row here is the conversion of this salary into US dollars. So that's why you see the one in US dollars, for example, if I filter down this to like US dollars, here you can see that they are all the same. But any other currency here are kind of different. So what this tells me is that I don't need to use this. I don't need to use this field. I need to use this because this has been converted to US dollars. Okay. Now I didn't create this data source. I picked it up somewhere, but it makes sense for you to kind of understand some kind of data behavior. So in this report, we are going to stay with this salary here. Okay. This is the one that we're going to be using. We can ignore this. Okay.
Lucky,
So, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, yeah, I look at that same data when you shared it, and I was like, okay, some salary and USD, some are in euro and all of that. But this is being clarified. In the event that the salary is not provided, how do you convert that salary, with different denomination, different countries?
Yeah, there's a code for that. I think if when we did the global sports project last year, we did something similar like that. So there's a code that you can use to say, if look at this, if you find US dollars converted by this, divided by this amount or multiplied by this amount, there's some code that you can use for that. Or since this data is coming from the data source, you can fix this at the data source before coming to Tableau. There are a lot of ways that you can do that. Okay.
Okay, I was thinking maybe we're going to do that here also.
No, for the sake of the newbies, I'm staying at the basic for now. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm staying at the basic for now. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's go back to our requirement here. For me, I like to start with my KPIs. Okay. So total salaries is very easy. So this is the salary I want to use. All I have to do is drag this and put into text here. So it shows me the total salary is 68 million. Okay. And I'm going to name my sheet. Again, as you work, develop the habit of naming your sheet, because if you have like 10 sheets and you don't name it, if you get to the dashboarding level, you start looking for which is which. So I'm going to call this salary. And right now I can start formatting, because this is a KPI. I want to just go ahead and do my formatting on this before I move to the next one. Again, I'm starting from here. I'm on this right now, total salary, okay? So I'm just going to come to this test here. And I'm just going to increase this to like, I'll make it like 22. Here you have a lot of, text type. If you want to use area, any kind of calligraphic one that you want to use, you can use it. But for me, I want to use the area, and I'll make this a bit bold. And let me stay with this color for now. And you can align it to your left, center, it doesn't matter. That's your preference, okay? And below here, I'm just going to come down here, because this is the way I do my KPI. As you develop, you can choose the way you want to design your KPI. And there are a whole lot of resources in Tableau Public that you can try to mimic to develop your own style of dashboarding, okay? So I'm just going to click here. I'll write here total salary. And I'm just going to reduce this a little bit. Make this like 10. Let's see. Click apply. Okay, that's not bad. And this is looking good. I'm done with my first one. So here, like I said, I like to just do my formatting, okay? But it's not compulsory. There's something I like to do on my formatting. For example, if I click here now, you can see this little dot here showing up. And at the dashboard level, they can distract you. So I just format my worksheet from here by coming to tooltip, and I will uncheck these two stuff here. Okay, don't worry, just watch. You have the opportunity to do yours. Okay, just watch and understand the end product from start to finish. So I'm done with this. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm just going to go to the next one. Open another worksheet. I'll come to I want to do my total employees. So they want to know how many employees they have. Okay. So, but we don't have any employee here. So how do we know how many employees they have? So this might get me thinking. I can't find anything employee number here. So what I'm going to do is just, okay, go back to my data and say, okay, what's going on here? So if you look on this first column here, you can see that we have some numbers here. But because the title is left blank, Tableau does not know what to make of it, and is just bringing it as F1. Secondly, because the data is numbers, Tableau think it an aggregate number, but this is actually employee number. So how do I know? If you look at this job title here, for example, if I select this job title here, let me just pick any one. You can see that they have like 5 scientists, and each rows is unique to this person here, and their salary is not the same. So this tells me that this is employee ID that identify each of these. So same thing apply to all of this data here. So if you are dealing with employee data, a lot of times you're going to have the employee ID as number. Just because they are number does not mean they are measures. We talk about this yesterday. They are dimension. It's just a number that identifies a person. You cannot aggregate employee ID. Now, some employee ID we have numbers plus alphabet, but in most cases it's just pure number, like 6 digits, 8 digits. Okay, so be mindful of that. And sometimes Tableau can just take that as a measure because it's seeing it as a number. So here I can either fix this either at the data source level or at the reporting level. Now I can fix this at the data source level if I have access to fix it. Maybe like Excel right now, I can just, okay, let me just put the field here and put employee ID here. But in the case whereby I'm pulling this data from a database, like here in SQL Server, Snowflake, and so on, I'm not the data developer. I can just fix this at my reporting level. So I wouldn't want to tamper with the data. I can draw the attention of the data developer to let them know of the error. But I can just easily fix this at the reporting level by going to this little drop down here and rename that field and just call it employee ID. Now it's still showing as a number, but it's not a number, it's a dimension. So how do we fix that?
Just move it up.
Yeah, just drag it up. That's it.
Okay, during the naming, when naming it, is it okay? Like you wrote employee ID, then maybe in brackets you just put F1.
No, the F1 remember Tableau just because it Excel,
Okay.
Tableau just
Okay.
bringing something to identify it.
Okay, like
No,
okay.
but the F1 is not really the name because it's blank. Tableau will just give it anything.
Okay.
So be mindful of that. So now, if we bring this employee ID here, So it gives us all of the employee ID. Okay. So if you look on your bottom left, you can see that it's telling you that we have 607 marks here. That will tell you that there are 607 employees. But how do we show this as a number on the view? Okay. Now, for the newbies, let me introduce you to calculated field where you create calculations. So for us to get the aggregate of the total employee, what do we have to do? We have to count this employee because each row is unique to one employee, like we see here. Each row is for one employee. This is their salary details for each employee. So for us to count how many employees we have to count all of these employees. So, and we do that in Tableau by going up here and clicking on Create Calculated Field. Or you can go come to Analysis and click on Create Calculated Field. Or if you want the shortcut, just right-click anywhere blank here. Just right-click and click on Create Calculated Field. Either way is the same. Okay. So I'm going to call this total employee. Okay, and I'm going to let me open this little window here. All of this here are all of the calculated functions in Tableau. Okay, we have numbers, we have string, and we have date and so on. And each of them have a lot of calculated functions in here. Okay, don't worry, don't let this scare you. A lot of times you might not even use up to 10% of all of these. You only use based on what's the ones that are related to your job. I have not used more than up to 10% of all of this calculated field, in all of the projects that I've been doing. But for now, let's just keep it simple. We want to use this aggregate field here. So here you can see all of the aggregate functions here: attributes, average, collect, count, D, and so on. So I want to count this employee ID. If I start typing count now, Tableau will just give me, based on what I type, it will give me the shortcut, just populate those fields for me. So I want to do count. And this count here, once you enter any function, Tableau will give you that function and a bracket. So I can just drag this field inside that bracket. What I'm telling Tableau is count this employee ID in this field. Okay. Do we get that? I want to count. Let me do this again. I want to count my employee. I'll just right-click here and create calculated field. I can call this total employee. And I'm going to do count. And I can just type in here employee and just click that. So what this function is telling Tableau to do is count this employee ID. Now, there are two distinct count functions in Tableau, which is count and count D. Okay, you can achieve the same result with the same with the two function, but in some cases it will give you two different results depending on the data behavior. Okay, in this instance, if I do count, for example, let's see what it gives us. Employee. Remember, we have 607 rows for each employee, so this should give us 607. Okay, let's click OK. Let me remove this here and bring in my total count here. It's giving us 607. Now, this is working, it's correct. But if I join this data with another data, this count might not be the right function to use. And we will get into that as
hello. Sorry, where did you get the 607 again?
Okay. Remember, we have the employee ID here.
Yeah.
If I drag everything here, Tableau will just give me each rows of data that we have in this field. So if you look on your on your bottom left here, you can see 607 here.
Yeah.
So that is to tell you that we have like 607 rows of data in this field, which is for our employee. Okay.
Okay.
And I said, because we are counting, it's not an aggregate. We are counting. So you can multiply count, divide count, or subtract count. So it's going to come down here because it's not aggregating, counting all of this. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring this here. We have 607. And I said, depending on the kind of data that we are using, let's say each employee here in this data have multiple rows of information, this count might not be the right function to use, and we're going to practice with another data set. So a lot of time, to save myself any headache, I use the second function of count, which is count D. What this count D does is it will count unique of this employee ID here. So it will count each rows uniquely, count D. And if you look at if I click on here right now, Tableau will explain to you what this is doing. It says it returns the number of distinct items in the group. Okay, no values are not counted. Each unique value is counted only once. But if the count function here, let's say this employee have like two rows of information, it will count that employee twice. Okay, again, don't worry, we will practice, but just understand this behavior of this count and count D. But for me, okay, let me give an example now. Let's say in our class here, we are about 13 of us. Okay, if I want to know how many students attended my class today, okay, I will use count D. It will count each student once. It will tell me 13 students attended my class today. If I want to know how many students attended my class this week, it will also give me 13 students because it's not going to count you twice. But if I use counts and I said how many students attended my class this week, let's say Pataba attended Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, it's going to count Pataba 3 times because count is counting the records, but count D is counting the unique counts. You will get the difference? If I say how many students attended my class this week, 13. Okay, how many times did Pataba attend my class this week? It's 3 times. You get it? The difference? I need response. Do we get the difference between this count and count D?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what a lot of time, like in this case, the count can still give you the unique count because there are no duplicate records for each person. But I'm not going to stick with my count D for now, and let's see if I remove this and I bring in my employee here, 607. So how many employees do we have in this company? 607. So I'm just going to name this. Let me minimize this. Let me put this over. Okay, so I'm not going to format this here. I will name this my employee. Okay, and I can just come here and do my formatting. I want to use my area, make it black, and use this color, and I'll make this 20. Align to the right, and then I'll just call this total employee. And I'm just going to make this 10. And once we get to the dashboard, then you will know why I'm doing this, okay? And I'm going to clean up my tooltip. I don't want this to show. I'm just going to click OK. Next on our requirement, it says the total location. So they want to know how many business locations they have in the data and where they are paying this salary, okay? So, why am I not able to hide this? Okay, so I'm just going to open another worksheet. So you can see that I'm doing my work piece by piece on each worksheet, okay? So I'm just going to click here. Now, how do we know how many business locations they have? So if you look at our data, we have what we call company location. And if I drag this here, you can see on the bottom left here on the mark, it says there are 50 business locations. So how do we show this as a number? Quickly, response.
Count D.
Count, yes, absolutely. So we're going to count this and call this total location. I'm going to count D, and then I'm going to count so I'm going to do the count here, and I'm going to play this. And so we have 50 locations. I'm just going to call this location. I'm going to increase the font to 20, make it bold, and align this. And I'm going to call this location. And I'm going to make the color the same color. And I'm going to reduce this one to like 10. Again, I'm doing this because I want to use all of this as my KPIs at the dashboard level. Next on our requirements, it says total job position. So how many job positions do they have here? So here is where, okay, this is a very good example to demonstrate count and count D. Now, if you look at our job title here, if I put this here, so you can see that we have like 50 job position, okay? We have AI and so on, okay? If I want to know how many job position that we have, so I'm going to count this, right? So if I do count, for example, I'll call these jobs, okay? I'm going to count jobs. So this should give me like 50, right? So let's see if I click apply, and let me remove this and bring the job to the view. So it's giving me 607. But if I do unique count of the job position by using count D, if I click apply, it's giving me 50. Who can tell me what's going on here? Yes, a prize. And just so you know, in our class, we give out prizes, right?
Okay. Should I go?
No, I want for the newbies.
Okay.
Who can tell me what's going on here? You just look.
Well, I think that the count for all the employees. We know that we have 607 employees. Count gives us the count for each employee, and there might be an employee that has multiple job functions in the establishment. But count and it separates, it only counts the number of job positions. For example,
Absolutely, yeah, you're very close. Like now, in my company, I'm not the only BI developer. I have like two of us. Okay, in one of my other jobs, we have about 13 BI developers. So BI developer is one job title, but have 13 employees in that job title. So if you just count how many jobs you have as a BI developer, it's going to give you one, but using count D. But if you count, it's going to count all of the people within that BI developer and give you 13. You get it? That's what is going on here. So understand how count D and count behave. So in this instance, we want to know the unique job position available in the organization, so which is 50. And what this is telling us that we have 50 positions occupied by what? 607 employees. That's just what this is telling us. Okay. Do we get that?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Are we missing anybody here today? Medina, did you get that? Susan, did you get it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
Okay, all right. So here I have my stuff. I'm just gonna again do my formatting. Okay. You're gonna type in here. These are, I call this job positions. And I'm gonna format this to be 20. I made this bold, align, and change my color. And I want to come down here and make this like 10. Okay, now I have all my KPIs, which is good. Now I want to go into this other requirement. They want to see the breakdown of salary by employee type. Okay, number one. So I'm not going to open another worksheet. Employee type is, where is it? Employee type is right here. So we have city, which is maybe contracts, floating employee, full-time and part-time. And what is the total salary paid out for this employee group? So I'll just drag my salary in here. And so now here is where I need to say, okay, how do I visualize this? Do I leave it as a test? Do I make it like bar chart? Okay. And you can see as a bar chart, we have more salary in terms of for the full time. And here I also want to say, how do I want to make it horizontal or vertical? I can just flip this by clicking this icon here to, like, bar chart here. You can see that this one is just too much. Okay, you might want to leave it this way, or I can say, okay, let me try pie charts. And you can even see pie chart. This one is not even visible. Or you can do, see, this full time is just majority of the salary is in full time. So in this case, you can play around how you want to visualize this. But for me, let me just use this highlighting table, and I'll just sort this. And I think I'm okay with this for now. I'll make this fit entire table. Come on. And here I can call these salary by employee type. Okay. And you can also do some kind of formatting here by, if you go to your color, you don't like this color, you can come in here and change any kind of color that you might feel you want to use. is up to you, you know. And a lot of time, your company have their own color, so you can stick with your company color, or you can get creative. It doesn't matter. It's up to you here, okay? And the green is too much for me. I want something cool. I want to. Let me stay with this gray. Yeah, I'm okay with this. And if you also want to add like border for each of the table, is fine, okay? But just get creative. And I want to do my formatting here. I can also, so let me make this bold. I click OK. And I'm done with that. Then I go to my next, on my requirements, I pick the next one, the one salary by experience type, okay? So they want to know what salary are they paying by the experience type. So I can go in here, we have the experience type field here, I bring this up here, and I bring in my salary again, okay? And I can say, okay, let me play around with this. Do I want bar chart, pie chart, you know, which one should we use? Susan, which one would you prefer? Pie chart, heat map, or which one? Let's use bar chart for now, okay? I'm just going to make this like to fit my view. And if you want to show the amount on your bar chart, just click on this T here. You're going to show the amount, and you can just leave it. For me, I don't like leaving this as is here, but you can leave it for now, and that's up to you. And I also want to like give them like a little border. And I also want to just clean up this. Now, if you look at this dashboard here, we have some lines, all of this line, all this as this line. I don't like them. They are too distractive. They make my dashboard busy. I'm just going to like come in here, go to just right click on anywhere on the worksheet, go to format, and click on this line here. I want to remove the grid line. I don't like the grid line. Those that know my work notes, I don't use grid line. But if you want to leave it, you can leave it, okay? But if you want to do formatting on your worksheet, just right click, go to format, and you can, if you even want to like make change your formatting for your text here, maybe you want it more, a little bit dark, you can do that. You want it bold, you can do that. You can even increase it, you know, the font size is up to you, okay? For now, I'll just leave mine as 9, okay? And I'll call these, what do we call this? Salary by experience type. So I'll just call this salary by experience type. Again, I will advise you just watch, don't do anything yet, because you're going to have time to do yours. Then I'll go back to my requirements, take the next one, salary by company size, okay? They want to see the salary by the company size. I will open another worksheet. We have the company size here. I can drag that into my field. We have just 3. I'm bringing my salary here in USD. And here, you can also choose to play around to see how best you want to like, you know, visualize this pie chart. And if you also come to this mark here, marks, you can see a whole lot of chart type as well that you can use, okay? We're going to get into this as well. But for now, let's use pie charts, okay? And I want to make this a little bit bigger. I want it to fit view. So you can see that the medium-sized company have most employee that pays the most of the salary. Now, because this is not, I don't like using red in my color. I only use red to show indication when something is not good. So I'm just going to double click on this legend here, or you come to color and change my color. Okay, I'm going to double click here So here, you can play around with your color. How do you get your color again? You can either come here and go to edit color, or you can go to the legend here and just double click. It takes you straight to the color, okay? Now you can choose any color palette that you want here. Okay, if you just want to use like one color to show, for example, you want to use green, to say small, you wanted this. By clicking here and click on green, and medium, you want to give it this, and you can leave that as blue. It's up to you. It doesn't matter, okay? But you are free to use your color, but I advise you to get skillful also, and just stay with your company color, okay? And I also want to like put some formatting in my, just to give each line its own unique space. That's better. And what else? I want to clean this up by unchecking these two fields. So here, if you want to show the amount as well, you can click this. So we can see that the company size medium have the most of salary. Now, sometimes your users might say they want to see this name beside the amount. Okay, all you have to do is go back and drag this same field, the company size here, the company size, and drag it into this label. Okay, now if you drag this into label, this one here is going to disappear because Tableau is now referencing only this one that you drag into label. So for you to show the label and the amount, you also have to drag the salary also into label. So it's going to show them all together. And here you can choose how you want to like make this display. But for now, I'll just leave it as simple as this because I want you guys to start your own work by 9 o'clock. So I'll call this salary by company size. And last on our requirements.
Lucky.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the pie chart, please?
Okay.
Can you label the numbers in dollars?
Yes, we're gonna go there.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get there. That's formatting for you. All of that is just formatting. Okay. Okay, all of that is formatting. We're gonna get there, okay? Now, last but not least on our requirement here.
Oh, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
The pie chart again.
Okay.
How did you increase the size?
First, just make it entire view because pie
Okay.
chart needs space, okay? Just make it entire view. And
Okay.
also here in the size here, you can also increase the size. See?
Okay.
You know, but don't make it too big so that because on your dashboard, it's going to have its own container, okay? But
Okay,
again,
thanks.
if you want to make it big, go ahead, but you just know how to format it at the dashboard level. Okay, anything that you want to increase the size, just go to size and increase it. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So lastly here it says salary and percentage of total by job title. So how do we do that? I'm going to open another page and I'll bring in my job title here. Okay. And I want to bring in my salary in USD. I'll just drop this in here. Now, here they are asking, they want to see the amount, the amount of salary and also the percentage of that salary of the whole total salary. So that's very easy in Tableau. All you have to do, the first thing that you have to do is dragging your title here and bringing this salary here. Now, Tableau have what we call quick table calculations. Tableau just does it for you. It does the calculation for you. So for me, I want to start my my salary here to be ascending because this is, you can leave it like this, but you can see some are 1 million here, some are 4 million and it's not really in order. So I just like to use these two functions here to like do my sorting in ascending order. So from the biggest to the lowest, okay? So now what percentage of this is data scientists of all of our data, okay? So here, let's go to your quick table calculations by clicking on this little drop down here and come to quick table calculation, okay? Now, we have a whole lot of quick table calculations that you can quickly use in Tableau, running total difference, percent difference, and so on. But in this case, we want to do percentage of total. And I'll just do percent of total. So now Tableau is computing this percent of total across all of my job titles. So we can see that data science alone consume 23% of the salary, followed by data engineer and data analyst, okay? And for your training, where you fall is in here, data analyst. This is where you fall, okay? Now, the users also want to see the real salary they paid, not just the percent of total. So how do we do that? Go back in here and bring in your salary again and just drop it in here. Okay, so because Tableau is using your first one to compute your percent of total, and it's now using the second one as your salary. So here you are free to arrange your data the way you want. For me, I would like to bring in my salary on top here, and then bring in the percent of total beside here. And you can see now that this title here is a little bit squishy. I want to just give it some space. I can move this in the edge, or I can just make this fit width anyway. So here, you can do your formatting here, okay? On this one, I want to like, I want to change this naming. I want to just make it percentage of total salary, not the way Tableau is displaying it. So I can right click on that total here and go to edit layers, and I will just remove what I don't want. I will call this percent of total salary. Okay, so we have, I'll call this salary by job title. And I think we're ready, and I can just clean up quickly. Now we have all of our requirements. Remember I said yesterday, your worksheet is where you do your job, okay? Where you do your job. Your dashboard is a collection of all of your worksheets, or where you showcase your total development and make it into meaningful interactive reports. Now, the users, you can give this to your users, but it will be hard for them to like look at this data, look at this, and then look at this at the same time. But you need to put this in a place where they can see everything together in one place. And that's the function of dashboarding. So if I click on dashboarding right now, you can see all of the worksheet that we worked on. And this is why I told you to have the habit of naming your worksheets, because if you don't name it here, you'll be seeing sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on. You won't know which one is which. Okay, so quickly, I want to, you can see by default, Tableau can give you this small layout, but because I have so many worksheets, I need to increase my layout by going to my size here. I don't use range. For now, let's stay with fixed size. I want to use my width 1200, and I want to make my height to be like, for now, 800, okay? And so I have more space. Now, your dashboarding is where you need to get creative, okay? You can kind of visualize how you want to lay out your dashboard, okay? How you want to lay out your worksheet. For example, all of these KPIs, the best place to have your KPI is on top of your dashboard. You can have every other stuff beneath it, okay? And sometimes your company might have like company logo. They might want you to put their company logo on all of their reports. So in this case, I'll pretend, let us quickly download any logo. I'll just let's go to Google. Let me just put in logo here. It don't matter. We can just copy anyone for now. Let's say this is our company logo. Let's just use this line for now, okay? I'll right click here. I want to save image as JPEG on my desktop. I call this logo, doesn't matter. So now I know that I want to bring in my company logo and I want to have a title for my worksheet. So there are a lot of ways to go about your worksheet. So for me, I want to put all of my KPIs on top. So I'll just start dragging my stuff on the view. I'll drag in my salary here. So you can see this one is taking all of the space. Don't worry. I'll drag in my employee beside it. And I can adjust a little bit. I want also drag in my location beside this. And I also want to drag in my job position. So don't worry about how it's looking. Then I know I have some other dashboard. Okay, I want this table right here because it's a little bit wider. I want this to be below. So I'm just going to drag this and split all of this. So you can see right now it's highlighting where I want to drop it. So if I want to put it under this, I will just drag it under this. But I want to like just split my dashboard across. So I'll just drop that and I can size all of this. Then I have 3 more. Okay, you can say, okay, how do I lay all of this out? I can say, okay, let me bring in my pie chart in between. For now, all of this legend, we don't need it for now. Just remove it. And I want to have my pie, what's it called? Bar chart beside it. And I want to have my highlighting table beside this. Okay, and I don't need this as well. Yes. So now I have all of my worksheet in the dashboard. So it's coming up, it's making sense. So we still need a whole lot of formatting. So for here, you see, because I name my sheets here, the title of the worksheet will automatically display on top, all of this. But for me, I want to use this in a style to make it like a KPI. So I don't need this this title because it's already beneath this. So I'm just going to right click here. I will hide it. Now, if you want to use your title and you don't want to do yours the way I did mine, you are free. But just make sure you format it to make it look good. Okay. But for KPI, there are a whole lot of fancy way to do your KPI. Okay. And I'll hide all of this title here. I'll hide this. And you can see I have a whole lot of spacing right here. So what I want to do is click on each of the container. I'll make this fit view. Now I have my report, but what I'm doing right now is just formatting. I'm formatting my work to make it look good or format nice. So I'll click here, I'll make it fit view. I'll click here and make this fit view. Click here and also make this fit view. Now for this, I might want to use this title here just to make it give each of these a little bit direction to let the user know what they are looking at. So I'm just going to double click on this, on the title. Again, just double click on the title. This little box pop open. I will highlight this and I'll just make this like 10, make it bold and make it center. If I click apply, you can see it comes out nice. And I'll do the same thing for this. Make it 10, make it bold and make it center. Click OK, and do the same thing for this. Center, bold, and make this 10. Okay, and I also want to do the same thing for this title here. Bold and 10, and make this. Now you can see these here. Okay, all of this is not coming out nice. This should be salary by, what is this one here? Salary by, you guys should remind me, salary by company size. But because I just use abbreviation, it's coming out as this. So you can just go ahead and rename this here. Just double click. Instead of using the sheet name, remove that and just type out everything. Salary by company size, right? Company size, and click OK. And I'll do this by salary by experience. And this, I'll do this salary by this is a employee type, right? Employee type. And a lot of times you can just put employee type actually. You don't need to put salary because the report is already salary. Just put employee type. And here you can also just put experience. It depending on how you feel your users might want it. Okay. But if you still want to write everything out, still go ahead. Okay. And I'll just call this job title. Okay, and you can see what I'm doing right now is what? Formatting, and I can just put this up a little here. Now remember, we still have to like do some stuff for this report. I want to add a title to my report. Now below here, there are a whole lot of stuff here. We're going to get into all of this as well. But for now, I want to add a title to this report. So I'm going to come to my test here, and I'll drag, I want that title to split all of my dashboard to be on top. I'll call this, what did they call it? Say we do here, salary distribution report. So let's just call it this for now. And you can also make this, let's say 16, doesn't matter. Make it bold and center, and click OK. And now you can just resize it on top here. Now, we also have our company logo that we want to bring to the dashboard here. So how do we bring in our company logo or any image? You go to image, just drag it to the area where you want to place it. In this case, let's just put it beside our title. This little dialog box is going to pop open. Click on choose the image and go to the location where you save your image or where you have your image. Okay, if I go to my desktop, we have this as where did we save that image? Is it
Logo.
Yeah, was it on the desktop?
Yeah.
I don't think it's this one. But anyway, let's just use my logo for now, okay? And I want to make this fit view and center it. Now, if you have like a URL where if the users click on that URL, it takes them to another place, you can add that here. But for now, let's just leave that, okay? And click OK. So I have my company logo here. And you can see this one is not centered. I can just bring in a blank space here to like move it somewhere here. And so far, our report is looking good. Okay. Now, remember our requirement here, they say they wanted filters. So these filters enable them to drill down the report to like dissect their data. So how do we bring in our filters? And what are the function of filters? Filter is just something that the users can use to drill down the reports or dissect the reports. That's what it is. So we're going to see for the newbies, we're going to see how that works. So to bring in my filters, I'm not going to go to any of my worksheet here. I'm going to bring in all of those filters into this filter shelf. So what are the filters that we wanted? We want the company location, we want the work year and the residence. So I'm just going to bring in company location here. I'll click all and click OK. I'll bring in the residence into the filter here, click OK and click OK. And then I'll bring in the work here and click all and click OK. So we have all of this filter in one of the worksheet. You don't have to bring it on all because you want at the reporting level, you can just make all of the filter apply to everything. Now, where do you want to put your filters? For me, I want to put my filter somewhere here. In most cases, you can put your filters across on top or on your right hand. But I'm not going to bring in a vertical container on this left side here to make space. Okay, and since I want to put my filters here, this is just like a placeholder. So I'm going to click on the worksheet where I have my, where I put those filters. I can go to this little drop down, go to the filters, and start bringing in my filters to my dashboard. Now, if you don't put those dimensions on the worksheet, you won't be able to bring them to the dashboard. Those dimensions need to be on at least one worksheet for you to be able to bring them to your dashboard. So that was why I put them in one of the worksheets. Okay, so I'm going to click on the location right here, and I'll make this. So you can see it's just showing everything. But I want to format my filter, and I want to make this multiple value drop down because I don't want it to just list everything. It doesn't look good. So I want to make this multiple value drop down. And I want to go back to this little drop down here. Now, how do I want this filter to apply? So I'll go to the apply. Currently, it's only applicable to this worksheet because I put it in this worksheet. But I want to, when the users select anything from here, I want it to drill down my report and show them the corresponding data. So I'm going to go to this little drop down here, go to worksheets, and for now, let's just make it apply using this data source. So any report that is using this data source that we're using, any filter that you pass in here will affect all of them. So let's stick with this for now. There are other ways to use the filter, okay? So I'll make this apply using our data source. Then I'll go back in here and bring in the next filter, residence. So you can see it's just coming by default. And I want to make this multiple value drop down so the users can like drop down and close. And I want to make this also apply to all using data source. And I want to go back to my filter and bring in my work here. I also want to format this all using data source and multiple value drop down. Now, there's also something I like to do. Okay, I like to go back to this little drop down here, go to customization and click show apply button. So I will explain that in a later class, okay? But for now, let's just click on that show apply button, okay? So now my report is ready, but it's not really ready the way I want it, but we will all finish up our report all together. So now we have our report here. For the newbies, let me just explain what is going on here. On this report, you can see the total salary this company is paying or has paid. Okay, we can see the total employee, 50 locations, and 50 job titles. So what this is telling the users is that they've paid the sum of $68 million to 607 employees in 50 locations, occupying 50 job positions. And within that data, they have company size. This is the amount they pay for different company size, and this is the experience type, employee, and so on. Okay, so the users can say, okay, we want to view only for 2022. We don't want to see for 2021 and 2020. They can come into this filter here and select only 2022 and click OK. Who can tell me what this is saying now? Nadia. Nadia, can you tell me what this is saying? We're passing a filter only for 2022. What is this saying?
It's giving all of the information for 2022.
For 2022. So in 2022, what is the total salary paid so far?
39,537,000.
Okay, how many employees?
318, 23
Okay.
location, 33 job positions.
Absolutely. Okay. And if they want to say, okay, they want to see for 2022, they want to see for only AE location. We don't know what this AE means, but let's just assume it means United Arab Emirates. For example, if you click on this further shows you what they paid for this location alone. It's 185,000. They have 2 employees there, and it's just showing them the AE is a small location, and this is the experience type is SE, and the employee there are full-time employee. And the people working there, this is their job title, machine learning. So this is the purpose of reporting. Now, you might not be able to understand all of this drill down using this Excel unless you do like, what's it called now? Is it Power Pivot or something like that? But with reporting, you can easily navigate your data and get useful information. Now, I know we've covered a lot, but I just want you guys to see what the normal day job will be for you when you start working. You take a data from scratch, understand the requirements, and build up a report based off of the user's requirements, which is this here, and then you deliver your project to them. Again, this is not the best layout for me, but we are going to finish all of this. Any question on this so far? Because I want everybody to dab their hand into this. I will take 5 minutes to answer any question. Now, while I'm answering question, I want everybody to open up your Tableau Public. I believe everybody have downloaded their Tableau Public and connect to your data. So if you have any question, please ask. I know Fataba, you have a question to say, can we format this to be in $? Yes, we can. So all of that is just formatting, which we will get to, okay? But because of our time, let's just give everybody the opportunity to get started with this. By Thursday, we have to be done with this because we have another project that we're going to be doing for next week. So please spend time to like, you know, try your hands on it. Don't be afraid to make any mistake. Make the mistake, but correct it, okay?
Is it possible to send the requirements via email?
Oh, absolutely, yes. For now, because of our time, I'm not going to open it up here, okay? But I'll send this via email before the end of class, okay?
And the dashboard, once we finish designing and doing it like this, do we have to write any summary? Do we need to write summary? Is it compulsory?
It depends on the users. Some might say they want a summary, okay? And that is the purpose of this test here. Okay, you can say you want to write a summary of this by bringing this, let's say somewhere here, and just type in your summary, type, or the whole long story, and just save it. So the users can see the summary side by side, the report. There are also summary that come with Tableau, and that I don't advise you using that because you're going to create a lot of questions for yourself because Tableau AI just use some summary. I hardly use it, but you can do that depending on your users.
Okay.
Bola, any question? Susan, Medina, any question?
No.
Okay, so everybody connect to your data. Let's take our requirement piece by piece. Okay, I started with my KPI. You want that here. Again, you can start from this one here. You can, but for me, I just like to take my stuff gradually. So as you develop, you are free to do it the way you feel you want to do it. So let's create our total salary first, okay? For the old bees, you can go ahead and just create your own, okay? Your own dashboard. You don't have to do exactly what I did. Do your own and let's compare, okay? And while others are doing that, let me send out the requirement via email. If you have any question, please ask. And
I do have a question.
okay.
So the data you had attached to the email, that was the one you used, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Who wants to share their screen and let's see what they're doing? Or do you want to look at my dashboard and do it? Susan, do you have your Tableau connected?
I'm trying to.
Okay, do you want to share your screen? Let me see what you're doing.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, share your screen. Please, if you keep doing what you're doing, if you have any question, please ask. Let me stop sharing, Susan, so you can share your screen. Nadia, how is it going for you? Nadia, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How is it going?
What's it called?
Okay, share your screen. Just share.
Okay.
Yeah, just share your screen. If you have any issue, don't be timid. Just share your screen, okay?
Okay.
I have a question too.
Okay.
The data
you can
source.
ask why she's sharing her screen. Go
Okay,
ahead.
the data source. I'm trying to pull up the data source. Is the one you sent to us in the email that we're going to save and pull up to our Tableau?
Download that.
Okay.
I will recommend for you to create a folder on your desktop. Put all your data source there. Okay. Put all your data source there.
See that there. Thank you.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Okay. Close this. Close. No, just close this. Close it.
This one.
No. Yeah. Click cancel. Where did you save the data source that I sent to you?
On my email.
Yeah, you have to download it. Download that data source.
Okay. This one.
Yes. So download the data source. Yeah. Click on there, and you can connect your tablet to your download page and just connect from there. But again, no, it's not Microsoft. It's CSV. For you to connect to a CSV, you have to click on test files. Test file and CSV is the same. So from here, navigate to your download. Where do you have a download?
Data source. That's it, right?
Yeah. No. Now you're supposed to save it in your data source, but because you just downloaded it, so it should be in your download. Okay, click OK, and that's it right there. That's the data source right there. But when you have time, go and copy it and put in your data source. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You can store up your data source for your own practice.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So you've connected right now. You can go to your sheet 1. So the first thing that we created, for example, you can see that you need to structure your data a little bit. Your work here, you can see, is it right? Is it coming up as a number or as, is it coming up as a measure or as a dimension?
It's coming as a measure.
Yeah, that's because Tableau is confused. So what do? You fix it. Okay. No, just go to that little pound sign in front. Click on there and just change it to string. Yeah, make it string. That will fix that. Now, your F1, remember we said that F1 is actually the employee data, employee ID.
Yes.
But because the naming was empty, so Tableau just pick it to be anything. So here.
So I have to rename.
Exactly. So rename. And call it employee ID. Okay, just click out anywhere, just click outside. Now, you still need to fix this because even though it's shown as a measure, it's not a measure. Employee ID is just a number that identifies, it's not aggregate number. So just drag it on top, and that should fix that.
Up to dimension.
Yes, just drag it to dimension and drop it there. So that is fixed, and you're ready. So the first thing that we created was what? The KPIs for the total salary. Okay. So go ahead and create and do that. Drag the salary. No, okay. Do you want to walk while I watch?
No. It's perfect this way.
Okay, all right. So now drag your salary in USD, that's the one that we're using,
Yes.
and just put it in test. That will give you the total sum. Okay, and here you can do your formatting because we're going to use this as a KPI. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to format this? To
Yeah,
format,
sure.
go back to your test. The one you said, yeah, click there. Go to those little three dots on top. And here you can format how this displays, okay? You can change the font type. You can even add your own information below, like I did. So in this instance, click and just hit your enter button on your laptop. Hit your enter key to go to the next line. Now just type in total salary or just put salary, anyone you want to put. Make your S cap the salary.
Oh,
So now if you, because it's a KPI, always make it big and bold because you want this to be catchy. Okay, this is something that you have to highlight first. So Tableau know
okay.
what you want to format. So
This
highlight
one?
everything. Okay, make everything bold by clicking on the B.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you, the salary itself, I want that to be like 20.
You want the salary to be what now?
It to be size 20.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one, the labeling, you can make it anything like 10 or 9, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And if you click OK, and you can change your color, okay? If you want to be deep dark or light dark, it's okay, you know?
Right here.
You can do it there, or you can, you know,
Okay.
and name your sheet.
The work here, is it okay if we change it to date or we can leave it like that? Under the
You
dimension.
can leave it like that, but because the date here, there, you're still gonna get your year of your date, you can, but you cannot get the hierarchy for date because it's just a snapshot date for the year. It does not give you the more details for like month, quarters, day, and so on. So
Okay.
you can do that, but in this instance, you can just still leave it. But there are some data that you have to configure it as date field because this how, like sales data, you want to know what time you made the sales, what day, and so on. Those ones you have to make it like, you have to configure it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've done your first KPI, okay? So now for you to
Yes.
do the next one, what do? You go to the next, open another worksheet and do for the, you want to know how many employees do we have? So how do we get the total employee?
Oh my God.
Now we have to count all of the employee ID.
The count D and the
Yeah,
count.
you have to create a calculator field. Now you're going to get used to calculator field, okay? Because that is where you like manipulate your data to behave the way you want them to behave. But for now, go to that little drop down on top, or now come down a little bit beside the funnel, that little drop down there. Yeah, no, go back to that little drop down. Go back to your right. Yes,
This
right
one?
there. Yes, click on there and click on calculator field. Now call this total employee. Now, for us to get the total count of employee, we have to bring it in function, count distinct or count D. Just type in count and Tableau will start populating. So click on count D. And in that bracket, you can start typing employee ID or you can drag it. The
Okay.
employee ID. Okay, remove the last bracket.
Right
the last
here?
bracket. Yeah, just put a bracket there, a closing bracket or parentheses. Now go and remove the last one before the employees. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, just remove that one. Okay. No. Bring back the open parentheses. Yeah, so you can see now. Okay, you getting it now. Just clear everything. Control A, delete. Okay, right. Leave it that way. What did you do again? No, something is wrong. Okay, you remove just clear everything. Clear everything. And if you are using a function, that what you want to count must be inside the bracket of what you want to count. So drag that in there, drop it, and then close the parentheses, what we call bracket in Africa. So close it. So it's valid now. So it has to be inside that parentheses. So close it. Click OK. Now you have your count of employee. Now create another KPI for the total employee and do it the same way you did for your salary.
Okay.
So and do that for do that for the same company location and the job type.
All of the okay.
Yeah, for those 4. Then we'll come back to the rest. Okay.
Okay.
So who want to share their screen
you.
again? Bola, you want to share your screen?
Please, I have an issue.
Okay, share your screen.
I've not been able to connect
okay, share your screen.
to my data. Okay, hold on.
Did you download it?
I'm sure I did download it, but I think
okay. Once you download your data,
and I saved it.
Your download.
I saved it. Actually even saved it to another folder.
Okay.
So this is I have this folder. Actually, let's say this is the folder. I call it Tableau.
Okay.
And
okay. Right. It's right there. Okay. So now.
Yeah.
Okay. So go to connect.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the JSON file.
No, you can't use JSON. Remember.
I know it's like a Microsoft, right?
If you are connected to Excel, you have to click on Excel. If you are connected to a CSV, you have to click on test file because CSV.
May I ask another question?
Yes.
Am I downloading this one or this one?
That is the data.
The main source data.
Yes, the one in Word document is just the requirement, what you have to do.
Okay, I was able to download this earlier. So but I got confused. Maybe I was going to use this. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Now, you're not using Excel. You won't see it in Excel. Go to test file.
Text file. Okay.
CSV is the same as test file.
Okay.
Okay. Unless it's pure Excel, then that's when you connect through Excel.
Okay.
Okay. So go to your sheet 1.
There we go. Okay.
Format your data. Remember the F1 is employee and your work year is a string.
Work here, where are you? Work here.
No.
Work here.
It's already in the dimension, but you just need to change how the data is configured by going to those pound sign in front of the data. Click there and change it to string. Okay. That will fix it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So Bola, share your screen.
Okay.
Now, this might look a little bit confusing. Once you master this, the rest is easy. Okay. So don't let this a little hiccup because it's just the same thing that you're going to be doing. Once you do it once or twice, you know the process.
Thank you.
Okay. So Bola, share your screen.
Okay.
Okay, you are connecting to the Superstore data. Close this. Okay, open the. Okay. I know where you have. Now go back to the. Hold on. You good? You see on this second CSV here. It's like you are bringing in the data source twice. That's why it's giving you error. So click on the second one. No, not there. Yeah, right there. Right click on it and remove, or go to click on that. Okay, go to remove and just remove it. So that fixes your data source. So go to your sheet 1. And what did we do here? We did some data formatting here. What did we do? The F1 is
F1
employee ID. So click on there
ID.
and rename it. You can right click or go to that little triangle in front of it, or you can double click on it like you did. So just rename it, anyone. Yeah, just rename it from there. Just type in your employee ID, cap your E. Make sure you stay with the naming convention. Employee ID. Okay, click out. Now we did something again. Even though right now it's coming up as a measure, it's not a measure. So what did we do? No, for the employee ID, what did we do? How did we fix that?
I'm going to take it up, right?
Yeah, just drag it up and click and drag it up. Yeah, drop it there. So that fixes that. Then for the work here, we also fix that. Make it a string. Okay, so your data is ready, and go ahead and create your KPIs. Anybody having any issue connecting to the data? Okay, so let me share my screen and walk you guys. I'll do it, and then you guys can do it again for those who are having some issue doing it. So let me share my screen. Okay. Martins, I see you here. You were having issue joining, right?
I'm trying my best. I will try to join very soon.
Okay, all right. Okay, now, so this first KPI here, how did I create this? What I did was open a new worksheet, drag my, everybody watch for the newbies. I drag my salary here, and I wanted to format it. So I went into this test here and just do my formatting here the way I want. Okay. So you can do it the way you want, but formatting is formatting. I align to the left, make it like 20 bold, and I change the my word type, and I just reduce this to 10. And I also change the color to be like light black, something like this. Okay, are we all done with this?
Yes.
Okay, Medina, are you done with this? Yummy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then this second one that I did was the KPI for the total employees. So I want to count how many employees we have. Again, I said I want to show that as a KPI. So what I did was to do the count of employee by using the count D. And once I finish counting, I just drag this into my test. And I did same formatting here. I just call this total employee and make this bold, black, align to the change the type. Now, if you want to get use any of this calligraphic type, what's it called now, font here, you can, but just do what your users can read, okay? And that's it. That's all I did. And change the color to be light black. So, and that's what same thing I did for this, for this, for this, and for this. The only difference is that I counted these total locations. So I'm counting how many company locations do we have. So by using count D of the location, and for the job field that we have, I'm counting the whole job title that we have, and just show them as a KPI. Okay. And then the next thing is this bar chart here. So if I go in here, you can see all I did was to, let me create this again from our first. Okay, it's very easy. I want to show, where is that again? Show the salary by company size, okay? The first thing I did was to drag this salary into the view here. You can drag it anywhere, and I drag my company size here. So by default, it's going to give me a bar chart, or if I put this in my label, it's going to give me like, like a table kind of stuff. So here you can just come in here and play around with any kind of chart that you want, and click on bar chart. See, Tableau will change it into bar chart for you. And here, just come up here and make it entire view, so you can give it some space to pop out. So the only thing I did was to do some formatting, like each of the pie, I want to like give it some kind of demarcation. So I go in here and just go to border, and I make it white. So you can see that each of the pie have like white border. Okay. And then here, I wanted to show the name of the company so that the users can see which company is this. Now, just by hovering over the pie chart, you can see this is medium-sized company, this is small, and this is large. But I want them to see it. So what I did was to drag the company size into my label, just drag it there. And then I wanted to show the amount of salary by this company. I drag my salary also into my label. That's it. We've not done anything technical at all. Any question on this? Whatever, any question? Susan, any question? You good? Hey, Jiro, you want to share your screen and let's see what you're doing?
Sorry, Lucky. I was talking, you couldn't hear me. No, I was trying to help Sue with Tableau Public download the document.
Okay, so she hasn't downloaded her Tableau Public yet?
No, she has it, but she's having problem with the file.
Okay, let her share her screen.
Okay.
Yeah, Susan, share your screen. Don't be shy to ask any question, okay? If you have any issue, please,
Okay.
just
Share.
quickly. So let me stop sharing, so share your screen.
After I click Tableau server.
Yeah. Do you? Okay. Let's see now.
Okay. Yeah, so this is you want to connect to the file?
Yeah, but it won't even let me. Let me take my. Okay, it won't let me download it. It opens it up.
Don't worry, you don't have to open it. Just leave it, okay? You've already downloaded it, right? So just go to your Tableau.
Okay.
Go back to your Tableau. Yeah, go to your connect to the file by clicking on test file.
Okay.
And the file should be in your download, or where did you save it? Click on your download.
See, it's giving me this right here, but there's nothing in it.
No, that's not okay. Where?
Yeah.
Let me request a control. It's somewhere in your document. So where did you download it?
It won't let me download it.
Okay, all right. So let me request control. Request control. Okay, give me approve the control. Okay. Let me close this. Where's your email?
Not this one.
Okay.
No. It's down here. Okay.
Okay, this is the
Well,
here.
You see it? Okay.
No. Something is wrong. It's preventing the uploading and sharing of it. No. Let me close this. Let's just save this. Let's see. And let's just save this in your
download.
Let me create a new folder for you on your desktop.
Okay.
And create a new folder. Call it Tableau.
Okay.
And just save this in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like your window key is expired, so that's why. But Tableau can still read the file without you opening it. So if you click on your test right now, let's go to your desktop, and let's click on your Tableau. So the file is here. Just click on, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. So always ask questions, and we are here to help each other out. Okay.
I will.
Don't be left behind. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Gigi, do you want to share your screen?
I can share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martins, don't worry. Maybe I'll reach out to you after this. Do you have the file? Are you able to connect?
I've been trying to connect, but I don't know why it's not getting connected.
Okay, quickly share your screen before Gigi share her screen.
Okay.
And the rest of you keep working. Just do what you can do. Okay. Just do what you can do. Look at the requirement and try to do what you can do. If you have any question, ask. Share your screen, Martin.
Oh wait, I don't know what is going on here with my server. I think my server is the main problem I'm having here.
Wait, are you working off of Tableau Public, or you?
No,
Or you
I'm trying-
downloaded the?
I just downloaded Tableau Public, and I'm trying to sign into the server so that I can have an access to.
No, just share your screen for. Let me see what's going on.
Okay, sir. Coming.
Are you sharing your screen?
I'm trying to do that, sir.
Okay.
That's there. Okay, thanks.
We're waiting, Martinez.
I'm trying my best over here. I don't know what's the issue.
Okay. While you do that, Gigi, share your screen, and maybe the class can learn something from you, Gigi.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Martin, are you sharing your screen now?
I guess I'm doing.
Yes, we see your screen.
You don't have to sign into this. Okay, you downloaded the full Tableau trial. That's what you downloaded. That's why it's giving you. Okay, we were going to get there to this, but you should have downloaded Tableau Public.
Oh,
This one is the enterprise one, the real one, and they give you 14 days trial.
okay.
But you can still use this. Okay, I will just say for now, go back and download Tableau Public. The link is in the email I sent to you. Just
All right.
follow that link and download that.
The issue I'm having is, I guess some of them are not going to download on Windows 7.
It's going to download. Don't matter. It's going to download.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. All right. So did you share your screen?
Okay.
Do you see my screen?
It's coming up. Okay. All right. Please, everybody, watch what Gigi did, and she has some formatting already, so maybe she can share with you guys the formatting that she did. So go ahead, Gigi.
Okay. Most times when I do my formatting, I like to use containers. These things here on the side here are called containers. So, and if you use containers, it can give you accurate measurements. So instead of dragging and trying to use your eyes to see whether the measurements are balanced, it just gives you accurate measurement. That's the reason why I use containers. So I use containers for these KPIs.
Okay. Now you can see that his formatting has in millions already, but don't worry about that. We will get there. Okay. So, all right, we will all get there. All of these are just simple click, but I want to get everybody to this stage already. Okay. All right. Thanks, Gigi. Dandy, you want to share what you're doing so far? Dada, are you there?
Oh, I thought I was on mute. Sure. Okay, give me a sec. 1 minute.
Please, I have another question.
Okay.
I'm trying to put some calculation on my employee ID, and I think I'm goofing on
Okay,
that.
share your screen quickly.
Okay.
Bola, how is it going for you?
So I'm trying to put a calculator field. Like I just should I click calculator field.
Okay, click on calculator field.
Then I do count. I did a count.
No, you have to type it here. That pin is just to show you. It's just like to guide you on different functions. But if you want to write your calculation, it has to be in this white pane. Click down. Come down. Yeah, click there. Yeah. So now write your count there.
Yeah.
D, and then just
I
start
dragged.
typing or drag.
I dragged it. It gave me an error. Maybe I did something wrong. Oh, wow. It's different now. Thank you.
Yeah. Now you have to name your calculated field. Name it.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might have like 10, 15 calculations.
Employee ID.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You know, because
Says
you already have a field called employee ID. So this one, you
employee.
can call it
Just call
total employee.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll give it a different name.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
So,
Edina, please share your screen after the Rams.
Medina, do you want to share your screen?
I'm using a phone on this Zoom meeting, and I'm using a laptop to upload it, but I can't upload it right now. It's telling me this file type is currently not supported on the web. So I don't know.
Are you working on the web?
Yes, but I've not started working at all. I'm not able to upload the data.
Okay.
You need, first of all, you need to download Tableau Public.
Download the part.
Yes, I'm on Tableau Public.
And you've done so. Okay, how can we see your screen? Please try and connect on the laptop so that when you're sharing your screen or when we have issues, we can share your screen and we can help you out. Okay,
I'll try it again. I've tried before, so I'll try it again.
Okay, all right.
Connect on the laptop.
Okay, now I know we have 2 minutes left. Again, this is just the first time we are getting our hands on this. Okay, it might look a little bit here and there, but try it. Okay, this is just the process of your day-to-day job from start to finish, and then some part of it is just formatting. Like my dashboard that I did, for me, I'm not really done yet. Okay, I like to format my dashboard to make it look good, but please try as much as you can to get your dashboard into what we have here. It's very simple. We didn't do anything complex yet at all. Like I said, all of these are just count of the dimension we have, and we created this KPI. This bar chart here is just to show by company size. Okay, utilize this function here.
You still want me to share my screen?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Close the meeting after the team.
Okay, share, Dada.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Okay.
So I'm still working on it. So.
Okay, so you brought in your logo and so on. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
this is my logo, salary distribution report. This thing deliberately on this one is on thousands, but some of other ones are so I'm still working on it to convert them.
Yeah, nice layout. So you can see what he is doing. Okay. Try and play with. Like I said, we've not done anything complex yet. Okay, these are just basic. Now, if you have any question, please try and work on this by tomorrow. I will upload this video by tomorrow. It's going to be on this site, and I will share the site link. Try on your spare time to just do what we did today. At first, it might be a little bit challenging, but don't worry. Okay, this is your first time. And if you have any question, just ping me anytime of the day. I will always call you back or ask in the group. Dada, Daniel, everybody's always there to help you out. Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So
thank you so much, sir.
We will meet on Thursday, but please try and work on this and get your dashboard to where we are today, so we can finalize this on Thursday, make it look good, nice formatting, and we can publish our first dashboard to Tableau Public. Okay.
Please, when are you going to send that video? I mean, if possible, sometime soon tomorrow. I mean, not too late. So maybe we
Yeah,
can.
I know. I'm going to try upload it. The one for yesterday, I already uploaded. I just want to test out the new place where I want to like save it because of space. But I will upload this tomorrow morning, and then before noon tomorrow, I promise I will get this out.
Thank you. Okay, that works. Thank you. Thank you very much.
But in the meantime, look at different resources online. You know how to do this, okay? And just keep working, keep playing with it. Don't try to do something, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Chief, please don't forget this
Yes.
thing I
Oh,
told
I
you
owe you
yesterday.
that. I owe you that, Victor. I'm sorry. I owe you that. I forgot.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Please, Eric,
Thank you. Good night,
can you
everyone.
wait a little bit before you go?
Okay. All right. I'll wait.
Okay.
All right. So good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
See you on
Good night.
Thursday.
Good night. Good night. God bless you.
Okay.
All right, so I was trying to see that's the what we're supposed to be working on. That thing you had. I can't even find it on the thing. So I'll be able to work on it.
I emailed it to you. Mean okay? Let me share my screen. This one.
Yes.
Yeah. Now this is the requirement where the user will just tell you this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I can't find it.
So did you get it? Did you get the email I sent out? I sent the email this evening. Did you get it?
Yes.
So download it. Okay, share your screen. Let me see. Share your screen.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing. Okay, so you downloaded it, right?
Yeah, let me open
it. That's it right there.
it. That's its own.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
think your Word document might is having issue, but just close that. This is it. Okay.
okay. So
Yeah, but you understand at least some basic what we did.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, some basics, yeah. So, but I'm wondering, the total salary is, hold on 1 second. Let me even go back to the thing. Let me just share this thing.
It's right there. Your tablet is below there.
Okay.
Okay.
That is where the total salary is.
You have too many instances open, so close one.
Okay.
So the total salary is the one in USD. So just drag it and put in test. That will give you everything. The total salary so far. Hello?
Yeah.
So just drag the total salary and put it in test. Drag it and put it in test. No, it's in size. Remove it from there. you drop it in size, just remove it. No, drop it in the second one, the one that says T. No, T. The one that has the T label. Yep, that one there. So this is
Okay,
the
so
salary.
yeah, okay, that's all I found.
And if you want to, you open another worksheet and you will count for the employee, and then you do the employee. Then you open another worksheet, you will count.
Okay, so
the number.
this place is where you have to just do all the formatting, right?
You can do it here, you can do it at the dashboard level, but as you are working piece by piece, just do what you can.
It's better to do it.
So you don't have to do much on the dashboard level.
Okay.
Yeah, but for
Okay,
now,
I think yes.
this might get a little bit
I'll
complex, but this is the very, once you know how to like navigate this, then you are good to go, you know.
I have the thing now, so I guess I can just practice on I was wondering where that thing is. When I downloaded it, I'll just keep doing it. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Let me allow it much. Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, have a good night.
You too.